in again, and I've got somebody different with us today. I've got Jay Patel from Dedicated PT. Now Jay's he's in and out of Red Kite over the years. I'm not sure how many years, but I'm sure we're going to get on to that point. But yeah, he's a Red Kiter in and out, but he also runs Dedicated PT, which I'm sure he's going to tell us more about. So, hi. All right, dude.
How are we doing?
I'm all right. We've just been chatting. We've just been chatting for about half an hour, really. So this is quite funny. But go on then, Jay. Tell us. Tell us how old you are and what you do. What's your job?
Right. So I'm 29 now. I got my PT qualification about 7 or 8 years ago now. As soon as I came out of the Air Force, did my PT, did my fitness instructor course. And when I got my qualification, I actually waited a few years before I started doing this. I got offered a job. It wasn't the right time. For those that don't know me, I'm not really a people person. I'm not the most sociable person. I'm not good with people skills. And everyone always told me PT was a personal sort of type of job. So years went by, focused on my own training, type of people I was around, the environments that I was in. And I was in a job that was saved my life, and it was boring. I'm not gonna lie, just day in, day out. I just did not want it, so I took the plunge, went into PT. I gave up, so I was working security, I was working as a doorman at the same time. Gave up my jobs and went straight to PT, and I've been lucky for the past 2.5 years. It's grown, it's gone through the roof.
It has.
Do you know what? It's obviously being self-employed was new to me. It's a lot of pressure as well, like you know yourself. So jumping into this, having overheads and having rent to pay without earning a penny before I've even earned a penny was hard at first. But touch wood, everything's just gone better than I ever could have thought.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anybody who has not heard of you. It's like I always recommend, like depending on what type of exercise people are after, if they want somebody, I only recommend people who are now going to be dedicated, Jay, because I know that if you're not going to cut the mustard unless you do exactly what you're told, and if you do exactly what you're told, and you're going to get really good results with you, mate.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm in a position where like I can be strict now, so I've got a vetting process with my clients on my waiting list. So I do pick and choose. From a selfish point of view, if I'm being really honest, there's no shortage of people that want to train with me, but I need to think of the business and the team. And that doesn't mean someone has to come with a six-pack or, you know, they need to be like photo shoot ready. It's not the case at all. There's, like you said, they just need to be sort of like committed and dedicated to it. So I do have a vetting process where I need to make sure that that person will be right for the team, for the like credibility of the team, and to give me the result in the end. And it is just a case of, sounds a bit cheesy saying it, but why are you paying a professional? All I need is someone who's coachable, someone who's going to listen to me, someone who wants it enough. And luckily, with the vetting process that we have in place, we do get good results. We get a good team every cycle.
So before your results photographs are just brilliant. They're like mind blowing. I love it. You know, it's quite clear that if people do the thing that you say, you know what you're doing. You can basically like reform the body shapes and the strength in whatever areas you want to. It's super impressive, to be honest, mate. And your marketing's brilliant as well. I have to say, from a business person's perspective, for somebody who's just gone into working for themselves like only relatively recently, your marketing is mint. It's really good. Your branding's really good, and how you market yourself and push yourself. It's no wonder that your business is doing well, as far as I'm concerned.
I was quite lucky in college. I did graphic design, a little bit of advertising, a little bit of photography on the side. So I've always wanted, like with all my marketing and stuff, I don't really use my name. I don't use my face too much. I don't want people to think of it as just sort of me. It's a brand I wanted to create, and I wanted to create something that people want to be a part of. So you might have noticed, obviously, we've grown with the supplements now. The supplement line's out, and it's growing. Looking at potential investors soon, as well as that, we've just, before all this happened, we just opened up the door to dedicated sports therapy as well, where we will home and house sports therapists, instructors in Pilates and yoga. So
great.
work on the body confidence, mindset type of thing there side as well.
You mentioned all this, didn't you? You mentioned all this. So that leads me on to a question, Jay. Right, bearing in mind, people are in isolation now, right? And some people might have a garden, some people might not have a garden. So say we've all got like a very small area. What kind of, I don't know, let's just start with what you're doing. What kind of exercises and workouts are you doing at the moment to try and just keep a level enough to be able to get back into the gym when you're finished?
So everyone's panicking. Obviously, we don't have stupid amounts of weights, and most people don't have bars and dumbbells at home or these machines, and that's fine. That's not a bad thing. Most people are upset with that because it's a change from their routine, but it doesn't mean it's a change from you making progression. So obviously your basics will start with body weight stuff. Now, at the very least, I do get all my clients to buy a resistance band. They're worth about £6 or £7. They might have gone up in price with everything that's going on now. But with that resistance band, I can get my clients to cover every single muscle group that they need to cover. The goal isn't, you don't need weight. The goal is not to put as much weight on the muscle and the body as possible. The goal is to put as much tension on the muscle and body as possible.
So
and that can be creative.
Bands. I guess you're able to PT over online as well, are you? By doing that, showing people how to use a resistance band.
So, well, I'm quite lucky. So I've got my own app, and in my own app, my training programs I do for my clients are all videos of either me or my partner, and we go through the workouts, and then we have a description. So unless someone is really struggling, I send them the programs that I've already made, and they just follow the instructions through my app. So in that sense, it's quite easy for me because my clients are coachable. They will do what I say, and as I'm writing these programs out, I try and read it out as if I was a client, and I sort of layman's terms, if I didn't know the basics, what do I need to know to get this workout completed effectively? So they just follow my workouts through my app. So at the very least, all my clients are using just one resistance band to get their upper and lower. Obviously, they need a little bit of space in the garden or in the living room, which most people do have. But that means every body, every muscle group is covered. It keeps them active. And we sort of make the workouts like a little circuit. So that's introducing something to get the heart rate up, whether that be burpees or mountain climbers, or squat jumps, a little bit of skipping on the spot. Most people do have a little bit of space somewhere in their house or garden where they can do these workouts.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The next thing I was going to ask you was, what's your go-to exercise? I've done 2 interviews so far, one with Dom and Will, 2 of my coaches from different backgrounds, and so you're my 3rd one, and I've asked each of them, what's your go-to exercise? What's the one thing that you can't do without, that everybody can do in the lounge? And I'll tell you what they've both said. So in fact, you tell me what your go-to exercise is that you would recommend for everybody. If you can't do anything else, do this, and then I'll tell you if it's the same as theirs. What would you say?
For me personally, it would be, providing this counts, would be doing some sort of pull-up or muscle-up on a banister.
Okay.
Now, for my clients, realistically, if I had to pick one, and it had to be body weight and the most basic lift movement, it would probably be some form of dead man's burpee.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Specifically for your clients, because they're muscle building, aren't they, and toning. So your go-to exercise will be a pull-up. So for maybe the more leaner, kind of fit people that are working on that, maybe that's something that you can do in the house. But burpees, number 3 on the whole burpee thing.
Yeah, burpees are horrible. I do put them into my clients' workouts when they're working from home. But the way we've done it is I've actually split the training days up. So rather than working on something that just purely gets the heart rate up, we try and split the body up, because I need everyone to try and sort of work out every day. So we are at home now. The workouts aren't what people will typically do in the gym, which means we can recover a lot quicker. So we split it between one day being an upper body workout, the 2nd day being a lower body workout, the 3rd day being a core workout, and then we just repeat the cycle.
Yeah.
And then in between their workouts on their muscle groups, we added burpees or press ups or squat jumps.
Yeah.
So it's a sort of a mix of sort of muscle endurance and cardiovascular, getting the heart rate up.
Yeah. Now you also understand in great detail about nutrition and able to put nutrition plans together for people. So again, one thing that you'd say do this or don't do this while you're in isolation, what's the one tip that you could give people on the nutrition, the most basic thing? If there is one thing, would you say, can you give everybody like one single thing to either to do or not to do whilst they're in isolation, nutrition wise?
Don't use the excuse of being bored to go and open the fridge. As simple as that.
Right, okay, yeah, I've not had that so far, you know. I've eaten less food and I've not been like, I'm bored, I'm going to go and eat some food. If anything, I've eaten less actually, but I still have to have a grand supply of cakes in. And
Well,
but so you say just don't eat because you're bored.
so what I said to my clients is, on the nutrition side of things, technically nothing changes. What might change is their output, is in their daily routine and their energy output. So we might have to increase food or decrease food, but apart from that, the diet plan itself stays the same, because why would you need to? Most people, the downside is when people are at home, they tend to move less and eat more, but there's no reason for that. It's usually out of boredom, or the other reason why people right now will be eating more is because their routines are out the window and they have that all or nothing attitude. And when one thing goes out the window in their routine, it's like an effort attitude where I'll just eat this and not move and cry and moan and throw the toys out the pram. So like we were saying before, my job right now, people are paying me right now for accountability and to keep their routine. It's not for the PT, it's not for the workout, it's accountability to me.
Right, well that's what the last my last serious question before the less serious questions, quick fire round, was going to be, have you got any tips? And we were talking before, weren't we, about the routine, and I think that's a really important for everybody, to do with, not just to do with exercise, but to do with just life in general.
So I don't work like with the PTs, like I said, I'm not the most sociable guy. I'm very blunt and to the point. So if I was to put it,
you always have a laugh.
So if I had to put it down sort of bluntly, it would be keep as much routine as possible. I build discipline and routine with my clients. So forget about that hour workout that you might be missing. Like we mentioned before, little things like, cooking your meals at a reason, sort of the same time, each day or each week. If you're doing a little workout, try and stick a time, each day where you're going to do your workout. Try and go to bed at a reasonable time. Try and wake up at a reasonable time, even if you're not actually going to work, just to keep as much routine as you can. Because when the gyms do open up, or when you do get back into your training, it's one thing to get back in. It's another thing if you've thrown away all these routines and habits.
Yeah, you don't
takes 21
more than it already is. It's going to be.
Well, you got to look at how much limitations.
That's ace, that dude. That's totally exactly what I was after, and hopefully people will find that super interesting. But we've got to get to the serious stuff now, Jay. We've got the quick fire round. Okay, are you ready for the quick fire round? Let's have a look.
Yeah, let's do it.
Question. You like this one because I know that you're a bit of a fan of these. What's your favourite dessert?
I'm going to say either cheesecake or cookie dough.
Cheesecake and cookie dough. I knew that. I thought you'd find that easy. I know you love your puddings. All but in the calorie counting though, all in the right macro, what you call it.
Yeah, let's just say for now.
Let's just forget that. Okay, guilty pleasure.
It's going to be burgers. I just like eating burgers. I like eating its food. Unfortunately, it's just food for me.
The guilty pleasure, that makes sense within your line of work, pal. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
Long story short, I was a doorman working in 12 tellers, and we got a call through a radio saying something dodgy happened in the women's toilet. So I went in and I kicked the wrong door down, and there was a girl on the toilet.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good one, though, mate. And you know what? So easily came to your mind as well. It wasn't even just that's been ingrained in your mind for ages. Okay, second to last one. If you had all the money in the world that you'd required, what would you buy with it?
It sounds sad, but I'd buy a gym.
Yeah, no, that's it. We've all bought a gym. That's everybody thinks, well, I'm buying a gym. I'll just buy a bigger gym or a better gym, and probably get like an animal sanctuary as well or something like that. Okay, the very last one, dude. Okay, we've got kiss, marry, or roundhouse kick. Now you know what a roundhouse kick is. You got a belting roundhouse kick, dude. I've held your hands. Right, here we go. I've plucked some out the air for you here. So kiss, marry, or roundhouse kick. Joe Wicks, Jay Smith PT, or Gillian McKeith.
Used to be a fan of James Smith, not anymore, so I'm going to say Roundhouse.
Roundhouse James Smith?
Yeah.
And who are you going to marry and who are you going to kiss? Gillian McKeith or Joe Wicks?
Kiss on the cheek, we'll go for Joe.
Yeah. Are you going to marry Gillian?
Seems like the lesser of all evils, yeah.
There we go. I mean, maybe she'll be able to cook you some nice grub, do you know what I mean? Or maybe you can cook her some nice grub. She's, you know, she's into all that kind of stuff, isn't she? But that's fair dues. Nice one. You're straight in there with it. I'm going to roundhouse kick James Smith. I quite liked him. I haven't gone off him yet, so to speak, but I don't follow him as much as I just seen pop up randomly. But we'll talk about that after, on the slide when we finish recording. That was brilliant, that, Jay. I'm just gonna have to. I don't even know why I do this. It's just for a bit of a joke thing. But anyway, that was ace, that, mate. Thanks so much.
No, it was nice chatting.
Yeah, it was a nice chat, and we'll catch you soon, mate. Thanks very much. Bye, everybody.
No worries.
The next one.
See you later.